Good morning. So today I'm in North Wales to visit Llanrydder, near Ruthin, to visit a holy well and a 16th century church built on the site of an earlier 6th century wooden church. Enjoy. So this morning we're in Llanrydder, sorry for my Welsh, to visit a very ancient holy well. I'll tell you a bit more when we're there a bit closer. We might get a bit lucky today because there's been quite a lot of rain the last few days, so might be a bit of waterfall going on, hopefully, never know. That's where we're going. It's on Dyfnog. Okay, so I'll tell you a bit about the well. So, back in the 6th century, there was a saint called Saint Dyfnog, and although he came from a wealthy family, he chose to live a simple life and retreated here and became a monk. He built a wooden structured church, which we'll see the latter day version after we've been here. And he used to, for his penance, he used to bathe underneath the freezing cold waters of the waterfall. And he actually became really popular. And I think we're just approaching the well now. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty special. It actually became a pilgrim site. And between the 16th and 18th century, it was so popular that the donations, they managed to add a stained glass window to the church, which is known as the tree of Jesse, and it depicts the family tree of Jesus Christ. Now hopefully if the church is open we'll see that a bit later on. Back in the day there was statues adorning this. Initially the base of it was lined in marble, and there were statues, some of the apostles, and at one point there was even changing rooms. The water's said to be healing, especially for joint conditions like arthritis and rheumatism. Yeah, so this is St Dyfnog's well. He's celebrated on the 13th of February each year. Very, very holy place. So you can actually see it on this information board. So it went from a quarry to the place where St Dyfnog would bathe, onto a holy place, and then a fashionable spa. You can see there, it's got like the statues I mentioned, and now today a quiet place. It was actually restored back in 2021, and to be fair, they've done a really good job. Although I haven't said that, I didn't see it before, so so I suppose that's a bit irrelevant. But there's these little bridges that look really, really old. Again, that looks so old. Don't know whether you can see just emerging through the trees there. It's the church. In fact, I think we can cut through here. I think we can actually cut through here into the churchyard, it looks like. Yeah. Wow, just look at the building. Gorgeous. That is an old Ligate. Completely wooden. So as I say, the church was built on the site of a 6th or 7th century church, which is basically a wooden hut built by St Dyfnog. And then in the 13th century, work began on this church, and the oldest part is actually the tower, and that does date back to the 13th century. And then there was later additions in the 15th and 16th century Wow. Morris Jones. He must have been pretty important looking at that. I mean, look at it. So back to the church, sorry. So, yeah. So it was built basically with the funds that came from the pilgrimage, because it was so popular with all the donations. And it's got a very, very special... Wow, look at the organ. Sorry, getting distracted. I mean, look at the stained glass windows. So as I was saying, it has got a hidden gem, which we're going to see right now. So in front of us is what's known as the Tree of Jesse, which is basically depicts it depicts the family tree of Lord Jesus Christ. And during the Civil War, the English Civil War, it was actually taken out and buried by the locals to keep it safe. And it actually stayed there for about 120 years until 1661, when it was reinstated in its place. Absolutely amazing. Now this chest looks really, really old. Just look at the thickness of this door and the weight of it, honestly. Beautiful church. I mean, the window in front of us is the Tree of Jesse from the outside. Magnificent. Okay, I think we'll finish the video there. So that was St Dyfnog's well, St Dyfnog's Church. Clowner there. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.